That's an extraordinary picture, the Northern Lights.
Incredible, isn't it? Yeah, very good morning to both. Good morning as well. Very active out there in the space overnight. Some amazing aurora shots coming in. Each corner of the UK managed to see it to a certain extent, unless, of course, you had a cloud, and there was plenty around. This one was captured in southern Scotland. We've had some in parts of North Wales too. This is just on the north coast, and even a lucky few during a brief break in London could just see the red hues through the cloud as well. And there is a chance we could see aurora again tonight. The weather, of course, will be dependent on that. And this zone here is going to be the cloudiest. There'll be some breaks top and tail of the country possible, best of which across the north of Scotland.
Have a look at another look at the morning's weather. Have we got any more pictures of the Aurora Borealis?
Not in this one. I'll have some more for you later. Sorry to dash your hopes, but yeah, Aurora Borealis last night. Could be a chance to see it again tonight, but you'll need some clear skies. Top and tail of the country, especially northern Scotland, South East England, best chance for those clear skies too, as I'll show you. But anyway, weather-wise today, if you're about to head out, another pretty mild day for many.
And Matt, this time we do have another glorious picture of the Aurora Borealis. Morning.
We do indeed. Morning to you both. Good morning as well. Yes, real increase in solar activity over the last couple of days has led to beautiful and stunning scenes like this in the skies above the UK last night. This was captured in Northumberland. The reds showing where the charged particles coming from the sun have interacted with oxygen up there in the upper atmosphere. In the lower atmosphere, you get the greens. But it wasn't just across Northumberland. We saw it through Wales. We saw it through Northern Ireland too. And one or two even saw it into the London area, where we saw some brief breaks in the cloud through the night. Now, we could still see another display tonight. Never a guarantee, but best chance of seeing it, if it does happen, far north of Scotland.
Carefully coordinated his tie and the Northern Lights.
Oh, exactly.
We
you have to match the weather, don't you? Oh, you did. Eagle-eyed there. Yeah, very good morning to you. Morning to you as well. Look at these wonderful shots we've been seeing through the night. The increase in solar activity recently has just led to some beautiful conditions across the skies over the UK last night. Of course, you had to have the clear skies to see it, but this one in Whitley Bay, one of the best that we've seen through the night. But it's been across much of Scotland, Northern Ireland, even down in the southeast. We've seen pictures come their way in, and there is a small chance we could see them again tonight across the UK. You need to have the weather on your side, though. Hi, John and Sarah. Very good morning to you as well. Well, certainly, definitely not AI, the picture behind me. This is what has been happening this morning. Very good morning to you. This is Gloucestershire, our Weather Watcher feral days, standing out there in some heavy rain, and there'll be more downpours to come for some of you today. Now, of course, last night, some of you were very lucky to see scenes like this. A very active Aurora Borealis last night. Morning, Sarah, John. Very good morning to you as well. A quick shot from our weather watcher in County Durham this morning. We've got slightly wet ground from the rain overnight, but look, there is a little bit of blue sky there. Some of you will have a dry and bright day today, but we've already seen some downpours across the country. More to come, in fact, over the next few days.
And said that Brexit had been a disaster for businesses. Nina.
OK, Helen, thank you.
Hi there, Nina. Thanks very much. Good afternoon to you. Some pretty impressive northern light pictures coming through from last night, and tonight could be pretty good as well. Unfortunately, there's a lot of cloud around.
Set to get wet?
Yes, but not quite yet, Thomas. We're in for quite a nice afternoon, actually, after a bit of sunshine. We have had some rain overnight last night, first thing this morning, but this is its progression. It's clearing away northwards. We've already had the sun come out. The cloud beneath that rain is breaking, so we'll get some decent spells of sunshine. And temperatures already at 17 Celsius, so very warm for this point in November. Now, as we head into the evening, something to watch out for once it gets dark. There is a possibility of seeing the aurora, the northern lights, of course, as we've got clear skies as we head through the early evening at least.
The Northern Lights are a rare sight, especially in the UK, but they did make an appearance in some places in the early hours of this morning. If you missed out, though, don't worry, there will be another display tonight. So it's chunks of plasma, also known as coronal mass ejections. They'll reach the Earth this evening, creating a colourful display as they interact with the Earth's atmosphere. Let's have a look at what the BBC's weather watchers spotted overnight. Some absolute beauties. Clear skies in Amble. This is in Northumberland. Lots of bright colours visible there. It doesn't quite look real, does it? This is similarly in Hale. That's in Cumbria. A BBC weather watcher captured this incredibly bright image this morning. Beautiful. And this is elsewhere, the village of Llandules in Conway. Ruth Davis managed to spot the recognisable green tones of the Northern Lights. And this one, wow, finally an image from Whitley Bay in North Tyneside, where a statuesque lighthouse sits in front of the multicoloured night sky.
We do have an early yellow weather warning for this area for that risk of localised flooding on Friday.
Hello again. I hope you had a lovely day. First, I just want to give a little nod to Willow here, who sadly has lost her companion, Maddie, and he's been sending me photos of the two gorgeous girls for many years, so our thoughts are with you. Right, on to the weather, and the outlook is looking a bit damp first thing tomorrow morning, but an improving picture. Then it all goes downhill on Friday. Wet and windy weather heading our way, and a yellow warning in place for rain on Friday into the very start of Saturday morning as well. But it is also going to get colder from Friday through the weekend, so that's another thing to watch out for. And then it's all a bit of a mess for Friday. We're keeping an eye on it. If we do get heavy and persistent rain, it could cause some localised flooding, hence that yellow rain warning there. Also strong winds expected at times as well, particularly at the coast. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll let you know how it all develops, and watch out for those cooling temperatures as the week goes on as well. That's it from us all here, Covent Garden. See you later on. Cheerio.
We're not in luck, Sophie. The skies are going to be pretty overcast this evening.
I've never seen them.
Yeah, overnight. I haven't. They are fantastic. Unfortunately, it's a case of thick cloud and outbreaks of rain. But I'll show you the aurora forecast anyway. So that ring where that geomagnetic storm is visible in the atmosphere. The red is basically 100% of the aurora right above you. But of course, even because it's so intense, you can even see it from further south. But where the skies do clear this evening, and there will be some pockets of clearer skies here and there, you might catch a glimpse, so keep your eye on the sky.
Timely moment to take a look at the weather. It's over to Kate, who can explain all.
Thank you very much, Riz. Good evening. Now, this picture was actually last night, or actually the early hours of this morning, just past 3 a.m, where we had quite a lot of cloud. There are a few little breaks, and our keen-eyed weather watchers were out there snapping little glimpses of the Northern Lights. Now, there is a chance that you may be able to see them this evening. Now, we have got some clear spells to start with. It's a G4 severe geomagnetic storm, which means it could just move as far south, or we could see it as far south as London. So now is your time, because we've got the clear spells. Unfortunately, we're going to see more cloud moving in as we head further through the night. Now, it's a warm front, but it's running into this ridge of high pressure, which is extending from the north, and it gets trapped. So that front isn't going to move. As a result, the Met Office has a yellow weather warning in place for Friday. Now, that lasts right the way through to Saturday morning. Prolonged heavy rain. It's not going anywhere. All day it is going to be wet and windy too. We're looking at 30 to 50 millimetres of rain widely, and this is how it looks on the map. So this is Friday. Pudsey isn't going to be very happy with me, because this is how it's going to stay. The wind is an easterly. It's going to feel chilly too.
And it's been a wet and windy day for many today, but those weather warnings aren't over just yet. I'll have more in the national forecast. That's later in the programme.
Alex, it looks like wet weather is on the way.
Absolutely, yeah, and more warnings, which we're going to take a closer look at in just a second. But there's actually still a warning in place at the moment. It's been another fairly wet and windy day out towards some western parts, but we still have a warning in place for some heavy rain across southern parts of Wales. That expires at midnight tonight. Quiet today, tomorrow, but Friday into Saturday, we see another area of low pressure pushing up from the south, and that is going to produce some pretty heavy downpours. In fact, some parts within this warning area could see maybe a couple of weeks worth of rainfall. So impact certainly likely. Let's take a look at the pressure pattern setup as we head through the next few days, and you can see what's going to happen. All pretty unsettled areas of low pressure dominating, coming in from the west and southwest, bringing some pretty heavy rain as we push through into Friday and Saturday. So do keep the brolly handy. But let's take a look at something a bit more spectacular, you might say. Now, the northern lights were on show last night. The British Geological Survey have said that we're in a high intensity. In fact, they are calling it a cannibal solar storm, which has prompted these spectacular pictures that we saw yesterday. And there's a second geomagnetic storm tonight following the first. It could be the largest to have hit the planet in over 2 decades. It could disrupt satellites and even GPS communication, so watch out for that. However, it does mean there is a second chance to see the northern lights tonight. Will the weather allow it, though? Let's take a look right now. Well, as we head through the rest of this week, unsettled really is the word that sums it up best. Further outbreaks of rain, heavy at times, but also turning colder as we creep towards Friday in particular. So let's take a look at the air mass chart, and as we run that, you can see we've got the milder orange colours over the UK at the moment. They're going to get pushed out as we head through towards this coming weekend to that colder Arctic air beginning to push down from the north, and that will drag temperatures from above average to around average, which will make a noticeable difference as we head through into next week. So yeah, that cold weather to watch out for towards the end of the week, creeping into the weekend, but more pressing is the rain was coming in for Friday into Saturday. Warnings in place, they could well be updated.
Yeah, I'll have the brolly close by. Alex, many thanks indeed. Thank you.